Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy Heroes. This is Grand Arena, the first match of Week 3, Season 27. We are still in Kyber 2, but before we get started, a quick look back at last week's Grand Arena history data to see if there's anything interesting to pull back. There's not. This is going to be pretty quick. First opponent in round 1 only did a minimum battle to get the rewards. Second round, my opponent was tripped up by Nute. He used Hux. I used Nute, Dooku, and Geo Brood Alpha. It's not the best version. The Nest and Django versions outperformed this version, but then I'd have to take Django and Nute away, and it's not really something I'd want to do. Then my opponent, he ended up clearing the rest of these squads in a straightforward manner, but he got held up by my fleets. He tried Finalizer up against Negotiator, probably because he was concerned about my TIE Interceptor, so he used his Malevolence here. That's something I've been considering myself, but I haven't had an opportunity to do it. Just because we'll see if it comes up. And then round 3, my opponent one-shot me. We both one-shot full cleared each other. I won on banners. My strategy going into this was to make my defense hard enough that he couldn't solo me and minimize the undersizes. And because his defense was softer, I soloed as many teams as I could. I got 6 solos out of it. And my opponent, you can see, was forced to use full squads for the most part. That ends up being the difference in the banners. And I think in 5v5, the full offense strategy is completely legit and viable. In 3v3, I think it's a lot riskier because there's so many more teams and characters that can solo in 3v3. You make yourself a lot more vulnerable. I think even my opponent today might be risking some of that. But we're going to move over to the Grand Arena bracket that I have this week. Everyone is pretty much in range, except there's 3 outliers in the 8 million plus GP range. Omicrons are pretty similar. There's one low outlier here with 2. I'm always the outlier with GLs with 2. It's pretty difficult to do these days. And you can see some of the other 2 and even 3 GL players are filtering out. Only 1 3GL player. Then there are 3 6GL players. They might not be participating heavily in 3v3 and have dropped down from Kyber 1. I haven't looked at them closely. My opponent today, though, is more a player closer to me. He's got good roster, good history, good mods. 6-stop mods, he's got 80 more than me. Top 25 mods are slightly better, and my top 500 are slightly better than his. As far as the counts, we're pretty close. He's got a lot more mods than me, but I have the advantage, just not that much of an advantage. He's got the older GLs, and this is pretty impressive because I don't usually see this. If you're a 4GL player or a 3GL player, usually it's the more recent GLs. It's JMK, JML, Sith Eternal Emperor, or Lord Vader. If you have 4 GLs in Kyber 2 and 2 of those are Rey and SLKR, you're doing pretty good. That is not something I've been seeing for several weeks now, maybe a couple months now, because this year is half over somehow. Iden has the Omicron, no dash. The other thing that's interesting here, we'll get to it in a second, it's a little lower down. The Star Killers, fewer Star Killers than last round. But this is what's interesting, 2 players without Maul. That I was not expecting, because last week I think everyone had Maul. Maybe one player didn't. But most players are catching up there. And then with the Executor, everyone's got the Executor at this point. One player with a 5-star. I refreshed up to 6 stars, and then I stopped doing refreshes, because it doesn't matter. You can climb with 6 stars. I get my payout, and that's good enough. The rest of it, I'll save the crystals. And those are the speeds. And we'll take a little bit more of a look at my opponent. And we'll look at this, then the hot bot, and then break down the defense. I've got a strategy planned out. So there's his GLs. That's not what I want to do. Here's the speeds. What's his cat at? His Commander Ahsoka's at 321. His Moff Gideon's at 309. So you can look at Moff Gideon as the threshold on the 300 speeds. Where's his Piet? His Piet is 306, so his Piet's still in that range, but not too much beyond that. He does not have a lot of 300 plus speed characters, which is good. Looking at the hotbot, whoa, that is a small guild. So this is probably the guy who is the guild leader and has taken care of a guild for a long time. There's players who do that. There's trade-offs with it, but he's probably the big guy at his place. Lifetime Banners is very good. That's a serious player who knows what they're doing, and that's reflected in the undersizes and the clears. Zetas are not too far off for me, but considering he has 4 GLs, that actually is probably quite a bit lower. Not too much of a relic advantage at 87 and a much shallower roster than mine. A lot of tier 7 relics, so double my tier 7 relics. Here's the speeds on, well, here's the speeds on those characters. Speeds on these guys. Slow Rex. Padme is a little slow. A lot of these characters are slow. Darth Revan's slow. Maul is pretty slow. Okay. I'm a little surprised at how slow some of these characters are, considering his mods are good. He's got a lot of high quality mods. Just not all on the characters I would have expected them to be on. I feel like my contact is drying out. There has not been too much of a change from last round. Last match I pulled a lot of my defensive teams, moved them up front. And I beefed it up a little bit. So I added Han with this team is tough. And it messed me up a week or two ago. So I moved that up to the front wall last match, they were on the back wall. But what I realized was my Palpatine team is not doing any work, because I tried to split up Starkiller and Palp to get 2 teams out of it. It really weakens Palp. There's too many ways around it, and they're not front wall worthy. Grievous is up front now to draw Wampa. That's just Wampa bait. I don't want Wampa around for the back wall. What I did on the back wall is the Palpatine moved back. The Starkiller team was here. This is what I've been doing with No, this is what I did last match with Starkiller. It didn't work, but my opponent saved everything for offense. I need to get more data. Get the sample size a little larger to see what's going on. Same thing with Tuskens. So Tuskens, they can be countered by Night Sisters easily. I think they might even be able to be soloed by Kylo. And I think long-term they're going to have to be offense, but they're still newer. A lot of players don't have any experience facing them, so there's a higher chance that they'll trip a player up, but long-term, no, they can be countered easily, so I don't know if they deserve to be on defense, but they are awesome on offense. They punch way up, so it's not a wasted Omicron. It's just not a... Long-term, I don't think it's a defensive Omicron. Alright, this territory... Oh, Bossk, I moved over here, which is a little new. He's not doing it. None of these teams are really doing anything, just shuffling the pieces around. This is what he's got for me. So this top territory is pretty soft. We're looking at ROLO, Phasma, Cad Bane, Poe, Darth Maul. So you can see why I feel like we can get a lot of solos today, depending on how the rest of this shakes out. Lower territory, what we're looking at is Nute, Iden, Bo, Padme. Is this Commander Ahsoka? That's Commander Ahsoka, right? Yeah. Padme and Mon Mothma. And what I'm expecting on the back wall from his history is his GL Rey, Finn and the Resistance Heroes, Qui-Gon Jinn, CLS Maul. So he has a strong back wall that he's going to try and trap me with. We are not going to get trapped. I think what we're going to do is... Or we're going to get started with some solos. I'm going to guess. That's not right. There we go. I'm just feeling confident in my prep and analysis today. Normally I wouldn't use a character like Gas at this point in a match, but I trust that my opponent is not going to have any surprises for me. Are those short troopers making this more than I was not expecting this. It's actually a problem. We went with Iden first because I know we can't revive. What is that sound? Alright, there we go. A little scarier than I was expecting, not a big deal. Iden's not doing anything for me. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay. I feel like these levels are high. Let's adjust that sound a little bit. All right, moving on. Padme, we're gonna do JKR. Because Cat's there. I don't know, it's a little scary with Cat. No, we can revive as long as she doesn't take out Jolie. I'm more concerned about timing out afterwards, actually. Because I probably should have done something else now that I think about this. This was a bad idea. Alright, so we mark. Feed turn meter to Yoda. Swap. Yeah, the issue here isn't going to be Ahsoka, it's do we time out before we get done? Actually, I don't want to steal that retribution, which is going to be a little annoying. Oh, I kind of want that bonus turn. Alright, we're going to do it. Oh, that was a mistake. All right. What? Okay. Now all right. $3 is good on the time. Just make sure to call assists onto GKs so that we don't get protection up on Padme. And so that we can get the turn meter gain onto Yoda. We're good now. All right. We had that small little update today with Juhani's Omicron and Proving Grounds being added. I'll probably make a talk video on it. Maybe I'll get the talk video out before I post this video, so maybe I won't talk about it. I think the TLDR of it all will be Juhani Omicron got me thinking more about Starkiller and Omicrons in general. Usually for every good Grand Arena Omicron, there has been a territory war counterpart. We see it with Embo and Zam, First Order TIE Pilot, and Phasma. Juhani is now doing a similar thing with Starkiller. I think we can expect to see more of things like that. Alright, what's my plan? Let's do Traya. There's no Geos on his board. With Proving Grounds, a lot of people are upset. I kind of like it. Because what it means is whales can't catch up right away. Those characters are really good, and I don't like the idea that whales could just be buying Conquest characters. Like, I get that a lot of smaller account players are frustrated, but the grind on these conquest characters has been intense. It was a lot of work for players who went after them, and even if it took them a long time, they didn't. Even if it took a year, like that, it protects that time investment for any player, and that's something that will be true going forward. So even if you can't benefit it from it now, in the future, getting a conquest character means that, like, if you're able to get Melgas or whoever the next one's going to be, you'll be able to benefit from that and have that moat. I need to pay more attention to what I'm doing. I've just kind of been clicking while I've been talking. I think Biggs annoys me more. Now, Bo is the one I didn't have a clear plan with. There's some testing we can do. I don't even want. I'll talk about this later in the video. So I guess we could. I don't know if Padme's gonna do the damage. When you don't have Anakin and Ahsoka, the courage doesn't work in the same way. You can't rely on it. What about Shaak T? Deck? I could do Shaak T or I could do Wampa. But do I want to keep anyone for the back wall? I kind of do. I'm gonna do it. We're doing Rex and 5s. The only thing is, I could lose Rex. Like, I don't think I'm going to lose this. It's just, I'm giving up banners. There's potentially losing Rex, the 5 sacrifice, and then just winning after that. Let's just do it. There's not enough gear where I should really care about it. Let's get tenacity up so there's fewer debuffs. I think we go after armor. Armor's more annoying. Oh, I forgot about the dispel from Bo. Yeah, this is why I shouldn't do this kind of dumb testing. I feel like it's too soon. Let's do it. Yeah, it's too soon. Let's get rid of the taunt. I'm gonna hit armor because I don't want her to get Beskar out. Yeah, this has basically worked how I thought it was going to work. We lose the banner. I said, that's a lot of loss. 53? Is that what that said? That's low. Really not worth it. Bossk. Bossk was not part of my plan. That is a diversion from how he plays. Oh, his Finn team changed. He changed his... He got rid of Finn and put the Resistance heroes with his Ray. Let's get rid of Finn. I have no idea what I want to do. Do I just... Maybe I just... Okay. A little armor shred action. Let's get a little retribution. I think I can time this out differently. Let's do a basic. Now we do the... We'll do the damage immunity now. I'm just gonna auto from here. So just take whatever time it takes. All right. So this shakes things up a little bit because I was gonna do Maul up against CLS, but I don't know if I want to do that anymore because there's Zam, which I was not planning for. I think this Maul team is different than what he was using too. The Jenga was always part of it. I don't know if Bam was part of it. Well, the other thing is now I have to use JML up against Qui-Gon because Jedi Knight Revan is gone. My gas is gone. What are the counters? We're sticking to the plan. I don't have anything else I can deal with Qui-Gon right now. And I wanted to do this. This is supposed to work. It's supposed to work, but I haven't. I just. You're gonna dodge it. Let's just do that. I'm just gonna auto from here. So this is what, the second solo? Gas and JML. Okay. I don't know why I thought 53, I guess, isn't awful for those other attempts. Alright, now the rest of this, my plan is kind of messed up. Because I think I need to maul this now, because I don't have Han around. Or no, you know what? I could do the Vader thing I did. But I was thinking about doing Vader up against Maul. What would I use up against Maul if I did that? I do my Maul up against his Maul? I'd win. It's just, do I think, do I think my Maul is going to be fast enough? I know my Vader is going to be. Let's just do it. We've done this before. I enjoyed doing it. Let's just do it. I don't really like relying on Maul anyway. Yeah, I didn't think so. Just gonna check it. Oh, seriously. That would have been awesome if I didn't get the ability blocked. That's not good. That's like the first time the Brute Zeta has ever done anything good for me. I messed this up. I should have done my... I should have followed the plan. Yeah, we're in trouble. That's right. The thing. That was the unique on Talon. Should have done the Force Crush first. Let's just do it now. Yeah, I just needed to not do that. See, I needed to have thought through the changes this is going to cost for me a little bit more. Alright, I think I got a plan. I don't know. One thing I forgot about is I have Wampa now, because I didn't use Wampa on the front wall, which was my original thought. This should be safe. Wish I would have done this just to start with. Alright. Now I'm going to do Maul here. The question is, do I want Django? Django's a potential solo artist. Let's just not take chances. We already took a chance. Maybe Bo would have been better. With Bo, we'd be healing right now. All right. I don't know how much it mattered, but Bo maybe would have got us a couple more banners. All right. This is gonna have to be Jedi Knight Luke. I wanted to do a solo with Jedi Knight Luke, but we don't have a choice about it. Jeez, guys. No! Oh my god. Why am I still playing this? I have too much on defense this time. I needed that to have worked. That's not okay. We're gonna do something real dumb. What do I think? How would Maul do without friends? Probably not great because it's going to spread a little bit of fear. Maybe if I had higher relics. I'm not in a great position with this squad. Let's head up top. I might be in trouble. I kind of need gas right now, or Han. How would... Maybe if I had higher relics on Padme. I don't have a team for this. That's a problem. And I should have used something else up against Iden is what I should have done. Have gas right now. Alright. How am I going to get through this? Alright. We got to come back to that. See, I was going to do a bunch of solos here, and now I don't think I can do that. I was going to do like Malak and Nest. Malak I might want to keep now. But then again, what's a better alternative? What was my plan? Let's do a couple. We know Fennec isn't going to do it, so we can do Fennec safely. I guess Marauder's the biggest threat we should do. We should be going after Marauder. Why are you not doing any damage? Should I just do basic? Alright. Love Fennec. I'm so glad I did that relic. I've been wanting that relic for a long time, but I've been so busy with other things that I had to delay it. Let's do Nest. Nest isn't gonna... Or do I think... Maul's gonna get through. Is Maul gonna get through Nessa? Because it's only a Gear 12 Maul. Can I do like a combo of Nest and Malak? I might have to do weird stuff. Let's just do GTR here. That should be fine for this. This is nonsense. Sure. I don't care. Oh, I have sortie now. My Maul would have beat his. I could probably multi-hit the CLS. I played this wrong. What do you want, Cad? You want Padme? No, maybe Padme could work as a desperation attempt. Who aren't we gonna use? Probably won't use Bo. Is that dumb? I don't think it is. This might be dumb. At G88. Okay. It's only 2 stacks. Taunt again. Throw another armor shred. It's fine. Whatever. All right. Now what? I should have thought about Phasma a little bit more. Let me check the speeds on these guys. This might be crazy, but if these guys are 94, it's pretty good. How much speed is FOTP adding? Because it's got the Omi. 243. That's the wrong. No, that was the right one. Can you? $100 speed. Jeez. I just blocked my cat from jumping up on the table again. It's not a graceful landing. See, I'm tempted. No, you guys aren't gonna outspeed him. Do I have to do Malak? The thing with the results are Nest is no longer consistent win against that. And if it's not Nest, like a higher relic Nest probably, but I don't think my Nest can survive that. And it means I have to use Malak. Because I don't think anyone else can do it. Which means that Maul, I don't know if I'm getting through that Maul. I misplayed this. Why am I hitting this guy? It's late now and I'm doing dumb stuff. Alright. Should have waited till the morning to do this. Alright, this ROLO team is nonsense. How do I want to handle this? This should work, right? If my Bad Batch were better, they could have beat that Phasma, but I don't think they're fast enough, and I don't think they're high enough gear. I don't know why I'm playing like this. Let's wrap this up. We're going to do fleets, then we'll return to that. This guy's plan worked. It messed me up. He also has a good Raddus. Which means we probably got to sacrifice a ship. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I think I have to do it. So I'm not getting the turn order I need. No, okay, we're fine. We're fine. That was the right call. Would have preferred a double hit though. Alright. We're good. Okay, we got great RNG. Because now I'm going to be able to do a mass assist onto the Slave 1 and take it out. There's the payout. Okay. But he definitely has the TIE interceptor. I just gotta be really careful here. And I think I want to bring in another ship that I normally don't do. What would it be? I don't like any of these ships. I wish there was space to practice this more. Oh, that was a mistake. I already know it, because TIE Interceptor is going to come out, put buff immunity on everybody, and just ruin everything. I'm going to hold that. I'm going to hold it. He doesn't have the TIE Interceptor. We're fine. We are fine. I don't normally do this, but with a Chimeara, I want to just have another ship out. Because that's how I lose up against the Chimeara, is not enough health is left on the Hyena Bomber and Sunfac, and the ultimate happens. I'm playing like a fool right now. I need to just make a rule to not play after midnight. You have the TIE Interceptor? How did it not come up first? You must not have the abilities leveled up or something. Okay. It's got a 4-star thing. Alright, this is what I do up against this. I'll take this. This. We gotta mess up the cooldowns. This is only because he has a GL. I would not do this on other Raddus's radii. Alright. Now we bring in my Raddus. And I should get my ultimate off before he does. Which otherwise I wouldn't. I don't know, maybe it doesn't... I could just let him get the ultimate off. I don't know why I'm thinking like this. This is unnecessary. I could just, yeah, I don't know what, I don't need to do that. I'm just tired. Let's remove turn meter. Yeah, this, I'm talking nonsense. Ignore everything I said. I could just play it normal, let the ship sacrifice itself. And then still beat it in two. I mean, it's not a good defensive capital ship for that reason. Should I get both? Where's young Lando? Do I only get one ship? Yeah, I'm talking. Alright, we're gonna do excuse me, it's a bunch of nonsense. A bunch of nonsense that is not going to work. First, we're going to do this. It only works on low gear Mauls. I just want to get, and 5v5 would work better. Alright, now, do I just want to give Padme a shot? There's gonna be a taunt though. We're not gonna be able to go after Maul. What we could do though I could do Kira, Nest, Watt. What we're going to do is we are going to put the tank tech onto Nest. Sure, none of this matters. I don't want Maul to heal. Okay, great. Alright, we're good. We've won. We've cleared. But I started playing real sloppy a little later on, so... Is that it? Fine, let's get a little daze. Okay. Alright, we got through Maul in several attempts. Probably could have just done this and... Alright. I need my defense to hold. It's a possibility, but I don't know. He's got 3 GLs. So Bossk, Maul, and Raddus. It's not bad. I don't know, I feel like I've done a whole lot of complaining for a match that wasn't that awful. Not that good, but not that awful. I'll tack the results on the end of this. Unfortunately, it was a loss. Not surprising because we played like a dope. Pretty clean run by my opponent. He was only tripped up by one team up here. My Night Sister squad was able to trip him up. That was it. Really nice play by Dory Solman. So we will be wrapping it up here. I've been pretty busy lately, so my output has slipped. I'm going to try and get some more videos out now that we're about to hit June. Thank you for watching. Be safe out there, everyone. Be excellent to each other. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.